All right. Well, finally, faith is experience. So we talk about each of these six ones, and experience always gets the last one because experience is always the hard one to either offer proof or not. But with the Fideist, we'll see what they have to say. So faith is experience. Reformed apologetics and Fideism are often confused because of their similar demand that faith be placed firmly in God's revelation without reliance on any reasoning. Both also speak of God's revelation as self-attesting, which adds to their similarities. However, one significant difference between the two approaches is found in their view of faith. For Fideists, faith is also, in some sense, self-attesting. That is, Fideists believe that faith is, or carries with it, its own evidence or basis of assurance. Interesting.
Right. Yeah. And so Kierkegaard, for instance, states that this idea, he states it rather plainly. He says, away with all of this world history and reasons and proofs for the truth of Christianity. There is only one proof, and that of faith, right? So notice in saying that faith is its own proof, Kierkegaard does not mean that simply believing in and of itself is self-attesting. Because remember that for him, faith is not mere intellectual assent, right? Not just believing a proposition. That's not what faith is, but a passionate commitment to a person, to Jesus Christ, which must be the result of a person's despairing of self, realizing, that I'm a sinner, and turning in helplessness to Christ. That's what faith is all about. So it's not a belief in a set of propositions, but it's trusting and committing oneself to a person, right? That's the idea of faith. And so, so it's more than just this, that's the experience that we have to have in order to have faith. So it's more than just, just believe, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And agree with him or not, with Kierkegaard, I mean, away with all this world history. I mean, you just don't get that type of writing anymore. So
Yeah.
just appreciate the enthusiasm in a philosophy. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, he says that if I actually have a firm conviction, then to me, my firm conviction is higher than reasons. It is actually the conviction which sustains the reasons, not the reasons which sustains the conviconvisions.
Wow.
And I was thinking of Plantinga a little bit when I was reading this part because in it, in one of the knowledge books, he's talking about defeaters to kind of personal experience. So you're with your wife in bed at night, and your friend the next day tells you that no, you were at a gas station robbing a bank or cheating on her. I forget what the thing is, and he offers to show you video evidence. Well, does video evidence will that defeat your knowledge that you were in bed with your wife last night reading and you were for sure not robbing a bank or robbing the gas station or at the gas station or cheating on your wife? Well, probably not, right? And so no matter how much is shown to you in that way, your personal experience with that, while it may make you falter or may make you question whether you're talking about the right time or whatnot, ultimately it won't defeat it. So here's my Star Trek reference: is Picard gets captured by the Kardashians, and this was before they were a family that married into OJ's family. But they're trying to tell him that there are 5 lights, and so it's that 2 plus 2 equals 5 according to the state from 1984, and he gets to the point where upon torture he almost sees 5 lights, but ultimately his personal experience can't be overtaken by how much authority or pain or how much hope in lessening that pain will happen. And so here's his personal experience that will overdo the reasons to just say 5 lights.
Right. So it overcomes, it defeats these various reasons with regard to how many lights there are.
Right.